All right, now it's time to remove the carpets. We took most of the debris out. Carpet's a disaster. We're going to pull the carpet out now to show you a couple little things. The carpet's made up in 3 sections, or 4 sections, including the back 2 pieces. Then we have the rear floor and then the front floor. We're going to start by taking the rear floor out. There's a screw on each side on the bottom for this quarter panel to take out. Saving all the screws here, right here. That way this can be lifted up and the carpet can come out from underneath. There's a handbrake, the park brake switch. I took the switch out so we can easily get the carpet off of there. And Anthony will grab the center. Just pull the wires through the bottom. Easy peasy. More spare parts. The seatbelt's also been disconnected. So go ahead and pull that out. Pull it your way. And we'll get on the other side and take the other side apart. All right. And this seatbelt was so badly rusted, the bolt is rusted to the bracket. So we had to twist the seatbelt to get it out. But we're going to get all new seatbelts anyway, so that's not a big deal. Rusted to the floor here. There's the screwdriver. Thank you. And we'll take this side off. Forgot about this part. These are all broken anyway, so we're going to get new rails for that. Glued down. And foam out. This. Okay. You can see the carnage from our seat bolt removal. They're still in there. We had to cut them apart. A lot of rust. But we'll take care of all of that. We have a couple of sections of carpet here under the rear seat, just in the back. Now that leaves the front. This is one piece that goes. Actually, these are 2 pieces. Oh, 2 pieces. I thought it was one. Up here are the engine computers. This is for ignition and timing, and this one is for the fuel injection. And both, I think, have gotten wet from the leaky battery tray. That's an altitude compensator. All this stuff will have to be tested and probably replaced. But we'll see when we get to the floor. Look at the rust. Wow. For the body shop. Okay, you want to pull this piece out on that side? Oh my, I thought you were a professional. Oh yeah, it's stuck. Now we're just stuck around the accelerator pedal. There we go. More broken bits. You can take that and... Yuck. Yeah, money. Coffee money. All right. How bad's the floor rotted on this side? Ugh. We'll deal with that later. That's going to have to be scraped up. So the back carpet section isn't that difficult, although there's been some speakers added with some wood in the back. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect these, take them out, because it's getting a whole new sound system anyways, which I think I've told you 1,000 times. So none of this matters. So go ahead and take those wires out and we'll lift this carpet right out of here. Okay, what's left here is garbage. Wiring harness, which is all going to be removed. We'll consult with the audio installer where he wants wires run when we put the new system in. So all this will come out and we'll start fresh before we put the interior in. Next step is the side panels. We're going to pull the quarter panel off, which means we're going to have to remove the glass on the quarter panels, which we'll do first, along with the seat belts. All right, now it's time to remove the glass. We're going to peel the rubber back. We'll spray a little soap inside here to help loosen it up a little bit. We got these plastic tools that'll help us do that. All right, we can just pull the rubber down and push out on the glass. And Anthony's going to catch it from the other side. Pretty simple. Now we're going to take the seat belt off. We're going to take the side panel out. There's just a few screws. That's just so we can take the vinyl off of there. Pop the little bezel off for the seat belt. Got a split so it can come off easy. Seat belt guts go down inside. We'll speak to the owner and see if he wants to change his color, but probably not. We might do something like with Alcantara or something a little different than vinyl. All right, now we have the quarter panel section on this side. This might be a good time for a commercial break. I think you tightened it.
Yeah.
What school did you go to? Need some help?
I don't know how to do this. There we go.
Oh, you were just faking me out. Okay. And that's the quarter panel carpet for the right side. Okay, the same thing on the left side of the car. All right, so we got a hold of the rubber, and I'm just going to push it out on the corner and gently pull the glass out, and there you go. There's a lot of the little screw caps missing for these screws. They're special screws that hold the cap. I don't know if you can see the edge, but they hold a little black cap for the interior, or whatever the interior color is that the screw is into. But these are black caps that go on these, and most of them are missing. Hopefully we can find some. We're going to try to get new covers. I don't even know if they're available anymore. These panels are in pretty good shape. We might be able to save these, just recover them with a new material. There you go. And that's it. You can take it. Would have been easier to go out the back for you. Yeah. Well, we'll get to that later. But that's it for the carpet pieces in the rear section of the car. Well, now that the complete interior is out and the carpet is out, we can see a little bit more of the rust damage that's inside the car here. Some of the stuff that we saw from underneath that we want to take a closer look at. So inside here, there's some large rust holes in the front here from the battery box, and a rot hole back here. I still don't know where that one came from, but we're going to take a closer look at that. All right, now we're a little bit closer here. We can see more. From the battery box leaking, this is where a lot of these rot holes came from. I had a screwdriver here somewhere. Oh, there it is. We can poke around and see. Oh, see, these are going through the floor. So this rust hole is large. It's very weak all around here. It looks like it's also a little bit raised up here. But normally these cars don't rust. This is from a battery box where the water leaks over the top of the battery and the acid runs down inside. Rotted all of this out, up inside, way up underneath. The whole floor of the battery box is gone. We have another hole back here. I'm not exactly certain how this happened. We'll get another look at that in a different view. You can see the broken bolts here. They were rusted in from the seat. That was a disaster trying to get those out, but we'll have to try to remove the broken bolt, the broken stud there. I don't see any more rust anywhere else except this whole corner up here. But here we'll be putting some insulating mat down because the factory stuff is just crumbling and falling apart. We wouldn't reuse anything like that. But once this is up, we'll see more. Maybe we can. Yeah. But everything else looks all right except for this corner down in here. This looks good on the sides. There's nothing here along this edge. This is all rotted here. Yeah, so this has to be remade. I don't know if we can get a floor for this car. If we do, if it's worth changing the floor out or actually repairing what we have. That'll be up to the body shop. All right, so we'll come around and take a look at this one and see what's going on back here. Well, this part of the floor, it doesn't look like it was damaged by battery acid. We're not really sure why this rotted. It's really bad back here. So, yeah. It just seems to be localized right here. Even though Hurricane Irma flooded this car, I don't believe that that's the only reason that rotted. I don't know if battery acid maybe was able to seep down this way and sit there or not. Maybe we'll know more when we get all the insulation out of the car and he starts working on it. We'll have to see later on. So here we are on the driver's side, the left side of the car. I don't see a whole lot of damage over here. There's just a mat coming up here. That's not a problem. But I don't think there's any rust holes. This is all pretty solid all around. And I didn't see anything from underneath the car either. So this side looks okay. Mainly it was from the battery box and a little mystery hole back here. But that's about it over here. The wiring harness and the heater plenum, the climate control plenum will be coming out a little bit later. The main harness will all come out after the engine is out. And we'll show you where all the little clips are that hold the wiring down. So when we go back to put it back together, we'll have it back exactly the way it was from the factory.